streaming. Okay. Yay! It's working. It's working. Okay.
Yay! And now we're waiting for one more person, are we?
Is it happening on your side?
What happened?
Yeah, 357. I wonder why nobody's managing to. Where is.
The thing with it is, sometimes what happens is that it sends everybody an alert, and by the time there is a lag. I know that 100%. So if you just give it like a minute or two, but just let me know when you want me to go, and like I'll kick off.
Oh, cool. I will let you know. Like, I mean, at the moment, I've just got like a placeholder for the poster, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm just going to call these guys individually and see
Where they are.
Yeah, if they're coming. Okay.
That's outfit. Reaching.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next person.
Might just be you, me, Shai.
That's fine. Sorry, RJ.
No, don't be silly,
man. Let's see if Zahir is about. Because, yeah, Rita's Cha-Cha passed away, unfortunately, so she can't make it. Amelie's in the US. And...
Hey, Shai, how you doing, mate? You alright?
It's all good. Are you logging in?
Just give me a couple of minutes if that's right. I just literally came back from a place, had a quick shower, and I'm going to log in about 5 minutes if that's alright.
5 minutes? Oh, I've just got the premiere set for 4:20 and everything, so it's just
Let me log in ASAP. No worries, I'll log in right now.
Paul signed
cool.
in.
Yeah, Paul. Okay, cool. Alright, see you in a sec. Right, bye.
See you, bye.
Okay, so here's coming in about 3 to 5 minutes. There, Emily, Oscar.
Action is
Oh, share.
4 o'clock.
So apparently they can all hear the conversation. Okay. Right, so is that still coming? Right. So yeah, how you been anyway, RJ? You good?
Yeah, good, man. Just like, getting through this Christmas, getting through the season.
Yeah.
Just loads of family and food, basically.
Excellent.
How about you guys?
All of us.
RJ's properly so damn supportive of my DJing and everything. He just sort of like puts up lots of my shows and he's just, yeah. Every time that he sort of like does a shout out, I'm just like, I'm just going to record that. I'm just going to
Yeah, that's the type of people you need, Shai.
He's through. But what's the plan for 2023? What you got coming up?
Do you know what? I don't want to go too deep, yeah, but I just learned that sometimes we just overthink things way too much. So next year, I'm just gonna go with it. Like whatever you feel, whatever you want to do, just do it. Because sometimes I just think by the time we think, oh, should we have we got a plan? Like all of that.
Yeah.
6 months just go, and then boom, it's just like so.
So now I'm getting complaints from next door, sort of like saying, "We were watching, you were online. Where did you guys just disappear?" So this is so very professional. So
Maybe we
Hey.
should just play it, and then when Zach gets here, he could just join in. Maybe if that's what people are waiting for.
that's cool. I mean, everybody's online anyway, so RJ, you can. Oh, we're running out of time now. Anyway, this is going great. All right, cool. We will be back right up in a second. Okay, everybody, rejoin very very quickly.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
This is so very, very professional, isn't it? Welcome everyone to the Q&A for The Waving Man, hosted by myself and anybody who would like to join me any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Should I call everybody to find where they are? Or should I just talk to myself? Hello, YouTube. How are you doing? Join, people. Why aren't you joining? Somebody join. Thank God. Hey! How's it going? You alright? Yeah, is it here?
Hi, Zahir.
Yeah, the gang is here. All right, I am going to give it to RJ to kick it off because I am not the presenter today. The presenter is RJ.
Thanks a lot, guys. So first of all, huge congratulations to everybody for actually making it on your Boxing Day. Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day, all of that good stuff. And today, as you guys know, we are here for the legend that is a DJ Shai Guy.
What?
And we are here to celebrate. Yeah, big up.
Big up Shai.
What? And every group project, man. This is everybody's big.
Yeah, but it's your creation, Shai. Without it,
100%. Yeah. 100%.
But he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Listen, I'm a strong believer in one team, one dream. And so no matter how cheesy you may find that. But today, of course, we are here to celebrate the Waving Man. And congratulations to everybody because guess what? You've got an exclusive invite to the premiere. And of course, this is Don't Fear the Unknown, Just Get to Know, which is very curious. So, Shai, I'm just going to jump straight in there. Like, where did you get that tagline from? Like, and yeah, how did you think of that?
I think generally it was just, yeah, I in this growing sort of like, political climate where there's just culture wars going on everywhere, where like wherever you are, you're given a community of people that you're taught to fear and taught to sort of like hate upon and everything. I just wanted people to, sort of like just see that this is, people should, love is much easier than, fear is much easier than love. And it's just, in terms of if you keep on seeing the same sort of like person every day, for example, then, that familiarity is what grows love in someone. And then basically, the immediate reaction that we always have of something different is fear. The more that we get to know that feeling or that person or whatever it is, that grows into love, that familiarity. And unfortunately, with people who are different to us, whether it's race, religion, sexuality, whatever, if you never really get to know people of that kind of thing, then you're always going to fear them and everything. So give love a chance. Give peace. What is it? Give peace a chance. Right? Yeah, you know what it is. I get it. Just, so yeah.
I love that. And do you know what? Like, one thing that I kind of wanted to touch upon is just, just looking at the little clips and, the little trailer and all of that, you can see there's been a lot of hard work, effort, energy gone into all of that. Just to give everybody kind of like a little sneak peek, a little bit of an insight, like how long has it taken you from like concept to where we are today?
Who's that question for? Is that for me?
Actually, both of you, probably all of you.
Well, why don't you start it, Shai? When did you actually start?
Yeah.
You got the funding and stuff, and then we could go on to how long it took to film, etc.
Sure. 30 years. Actually, it's a bit absurd. So the idea for it actually came to me when I was a kid, and it's actually based on me. Other than, of course, the kid is white. I am not. But just generally would go on a school run, and there'd be this old guy just waving at me and my mom and sis, sort of like on the way to school. And initially we're just like, weird. But then we started actually looking forward to seeing that person, and you watch the film and you'll see how it turns out at the end. It was once I had that idea, I pitched it for this Arts Council award with the UK Asian Film Festival. They were looking for Satyajit Ray inspired film ideas, and that was one that I gave. I am a fraud. I had not seen a single Satyajit Ray film up to that point. And then I just basically, thought, okay, so it's kind of like silent films and, full of heart and kind of social classes and everything. So let's try and do. Yeah, and then I had a flashback of like, okay, this is something that I'd made a short film idea about, made a note of it about 7 years before that. And then it came about. I got these amazing talents involved. It was made over a day because I didn't want to expand it too much because it was made during COVID, the pandemic times and everything. So I didn't want to put people into too much danger and stuff. So
yeah, we did it, as you mentioned, we did it through lockdown. So we didn't want to have people around too many at a time either. So we had to separate when the crew and how many of the cast were coming in at different times and who was really needed. And then we spent another day filming, doing some B-roll and things like cutaways and things like that. So all in all, filming was about 2 days for a 3-minute film, but there was still quite a lot to go through for you to edit, I'm sure, edit down and cut down. But we had a very small crew. It was myself and my partner, Paul, who was production assistant, and Shai on the days that we were there. And then, of course, we had our cast. So we kept it small. But Shai and I have known each other for a really long time, and we always wanted to do projects together. We worked on a couple of things before, but we wanted to try and get something done this time, and we're quite proud of what we came up with. So,
Zaire, any thoughts?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say you next. Yeah, but carry on.
Yeah. So I got involved. In sort of the post-production side of things. So I gave the music for the movie, and it was honestly such an honor. I'd never really given score for anything before. I do compose my own songs. So it was really a challenge, but I spoke to Shai. Actually, I think if my memory serves me right, when I'd seen on Facebook that he was going to undertake a project, I think reached out to him myself and said, look, dude, if you need music for that, etc., I'll be more than happy to try something. And I'm really, really glad that he let me do it. And it was so much fun. And I'll be honest, like it was challenging because when I'm writing a song, it's just like you've got a genre that you're going to write and you've got a certain emotion, and that emotion goes throughout the whole song. But the challenge with doing it for a movie is, and as you'll see later on, is the mood goes up and down. So it'll be happy and then sad and somber. And then trying to work with that was a big challenge. And then trying to work out the chords and then thinking, well, if I've got the scale, can I put a minor chord in there now to just give that sort of somber ambience to the whole thing? So it was really, really challenging, but I loved it. I was very nervous because I didn't know how I'd do, to be fair. And yeah, I'm just really glad to have gotten involved.
For the record, it was amazing. It was exactly how I wanted it.
Thanks, mate.
It was sort of so initially my idea was to have a cover of this A.R. Rahman song, Tere Bina by Guru, and because I'd followed Zahir's music like all this time, I was like he'd do an amazing job at covering it. But then I got in touch with Saregama, and they were just like, yeah, it'll just cost about 4,000 to get it. I was just like, just to cover it, and I was like, so here, would you be able to compose something fresh? He was like, yeah. And yeah, it's completely fine with it. And it's just he got the idea the idea for the music spot on. Just I don't think we had like that many redrafts, like two redrafts.
Yeah, I mean, it really did help though, because you sent me the A.R. Rahman song. I got the vibe of what you wanted, and then when I saw the movie, it was the emotions going up and down, and then with my sort of Indian classical music background, I thought, let me put a bit of Sargam in there. And we got Rita involved, who's an exceptional vocalist, and she recorded her parts, and we did a bit of Sargam around it. And yeah, it was good fun. Loved it.
Amazing. And like in kind of a few descriptions, obviously there's been a big mention of, like a very small kind of Christmas movie with a British heart. How hard was it kind of balancing the whole, side of like keeping it very traditional and keeping it to your roots, but also keeping it quite British? Because that's a very hard balance to get. So how was that for kind of a bit of all of you, actually?
Location-wise, we're in the UK, so I think that kind of helps. And the weather. Actually, the weather was quite challenging on the days we were filming because it was a bit sunny and we wanted it to have more of a cold feel to it because it was meant to be
the one day.
That was the challenge. But I think it was more the direction of Shai really to kind of give it that kind of UK feel, and also with the actors, we have some really great actors in there. That helped to make it more British. I think Shai can tell you more about them.
I mean, I was advised, by the festival, can you make them all Asian? And I was, or can you make the main characters Asian and keep the old man white as you had it? And I was just like, what I'd love to do is to try and shine a mirror on sort of like prejudice and, in this whole post-Brexit kind of, country where there's such an anti-immigrant, sort of like sentiment that I just wanted to sort of like just keep that perspective from, what it would be like from a, white British perspective, and to just break down those fears. But in terms of the whole, the multicultural thing, it was never in my head in terms of just like, I'll be completely honest, I never once thought it was a Christmas film. I just sort of like thought, let's just try and put as much heart into this as possible. Actually, no, I did think it was a John Lewis advert, John Lewis advert. It's just like it had that, and I was tempted to sort of like try and sell it to John Lewis. It's like, hey guys, you like these kind of films? Just do you want to look at this one? But yeah, I never got around to that. But yeah, I'm all about multicultural. I'm all about bringing all different kinds of people together and just breaking down fears. And that's with whatever I make, whether it's like an adult animation or it's epic adventure set in 252 BC Mesopotamia. It's always about sort of like breaking down that phobia of other.
Yeah, just from a musical perspective, I think it fits quite well because we all the instruments that I used for the score were all Western instruments, so the piano, the guitar, the strings, etc. And although music really doesn't have a language, it's the same notes that are, but the application of those notes are different. And I think what I enjoyed the most about this was the sargam element of it. So although we had the sort of English Western score, but the vocal style, and there was an alap at the end actually, which is the reason I put it in there, was to just give that sentiment and emotion. So I have no real background in Western music notation, writing and reading music, because I can't do that. I've been taught the Indian way, and the Indian way is there's no reading, there's no writing, there's no recording. Your teacher sits in front of you, sings, you hear it back, and you try to replicate it. So it's just copying that. And I thought, right, if I was to base this on one rag, I based it on Hansadwani, which is a beautiful South Indian rag. And the alap, etc., the emotions which I was trying to convey, the sentiment at the end, which is a beautiful sentiment, as you see by the actors, that flew, like, it merged really well with the Western instruments and the chords, etc., and the Eastern vocals. So I was really, really happy with that.
Nicely done.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And last little question, I'm just going to squeeze this last little one in before we hit straight to the premiere. Shai, weird question, but you know, me and you are quite weird guys, so I'm sure you'll appreciate that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how proud of yourself are you today?
Oh God, this is a really. It's just.
Guy hates the attention on himself, so I can just imagine him
I
cringing
know,
inside,
it's
like, do I really want to answer this question?
I'd say 7. This is like
7?
Oh,
yeah.
come on,
I mean,
you should be
I'm so.
10,
Come on,
Shai.
man.
No, honestly,
managed-
I am really, really proud of having made like The Waving Man and this like theatre thing settling that I just had on, and all of the other things, you know, the DJ side. But I waste a lot of time thinking about doing things and not actually doing them. There is still a lot of improvement to be made on that angle. So I'm proud of the things that I have made, but I am so ashamed of the things that I haven't made, which could have got made if I just pushed myself harder. So that's the true answer. So it's just
He
like,
says this, but this man is always busy. It's always hard to track him down. So it's not like he's not doing anything.
yeah, it needs to be more
But
directed.
I think you should be very proud of this, especially this
100%.
one. You managed to get them into
100%. Well done, mate.
film festivals. You managed to get a good cast together. You managed to get a good group of people together to actually produce your stuff. So yeah, you've done well on this one.
Oh, proud of you guys too.
More self-belief in
Because-
yourself.
Thank you. And,
So yeah, just before I hand back to Shai, I just want to say a huge congratulations to all of you, because believe me, like I said right towards the beginning, this isn't something that, again, one person can just do overnight. Like, it takes a lot of hard work, time, effort, energy. And I think the main thing is it just takes that level of commitment. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
A special congratulations to obviously Shai. And yeah, I'm going to hand it back to him. So yeah, well done.
Oh, cheers. And big up RJ for helping present at such short
up.
notice. Thanks, man. And yeah, thanks for everyone screening in from wherever you are, and hope you had a Merry Christmas. So yeah, here was The Waving Man. It's been live for 2 minutes now. So it's just actually no, this is perfect timing. 4:20. Oh my! See,
Merry
this
Christmas.
Listen, I'm a professional.
pure professional. Wowzers. All right. So yep, if you go to YouTube /@ShyGuy Productions, the film is now live. So check it out over there. And a happy new year to all. God bless us, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care.